Yes, gentlemen, we're going to escaping the system question and answer section with Miles Lawson.
All right, welcome, sir.
Thank you.
So, do you think marriage is a partnership for you?
Well, I do not think marriage is a partnership. Partnership in what sense?
Like, when a man and a woman come together, do you think that there's some form of equality?
The thing is that I do not think marriage to be anything of any sort of equality, right? I believe the man and the woman they come together to make this perfect unity, right? But the term equality has been hijacked and used as a Trojan horse, to getting people to believe that what the man is entitled to, that the woman is equally entitled to. But this is false, you get. So I do not necessarily believe, and it's not even something that enters my subconscious to believe that partnership. Partnership is you having two equal rights, right?
Yeah.
If I get 50%, you can also get 50%. But that's not the way it is. That's not marriage. That's not the ideal purpose for marriage. I believe, you know, marriage should be on the basis and terms of the man on how he wishes to influence his family and direct his family to wherever they or wherever he wishes them to go, or whatever status or whatever place he's driving to, right? So this is what I believe the marriage should look like, and I do not. It's sickening to hear people talk about your partner, your partner, your partner, and the people saying this the most are women. Women are the ones instigating this partnership team. And it's high time you women, realize that this is all bullshit. This is women trying to cock us. This is women trying to castrate us. This is women trying to emasculate us. So it's not something we should allow, or it's not something we should permit. We should shut it down immediately. You have to listen. You have to call your girl to order and tell her that listen, we're not in any partnership whatsoever. I'm the man. I'm the head. I'm the tribal chief.
The captain.
Exactly. I'm the captain. I call the shots here. All this belongs to me. And I'm just inviting you to share them with me. You don't fucking own anything here. Everything here is mine. And this is why men should have everything. Nobody wants to say men go say if she get money, I go follow her. Such men should be held as prisoners of war. You get, they should be thrown into prison or thrown into some vile pit or something. Because how can you as a man think about leeching off a woman's money, something like that, or if she even has money? You're supposed to be a fucking G, the big dog, the big provider. You're supposed to be happy doing these things, trying to provide for your family as a man. The Bible said he that cannot provide for his family is worse than an infidel. Even God doesn't like you for you not providing for your family. So it's something that is a must that you have to take pride in and provide for your family, because that is your duty. You go out into the world, you find things and you bring them home. That is your job. That is the reason why you are a man. A man fights and a man protects and provides for his family, not the woman providing for the family. It's asinine for her to do that. So she has to be home, taking care of the things that you have brought, taking care of the things that you have provided. So there are manly rules and there are female rules. So both of them should know that this one is your role, this one is my role. So carry the role, mix them together, say, listen, we're doing it 50-50. Today I wash the plate, tomorrow you wash the plate. A grown-ass 35 years old man, 37 years old man, 40, 45. They for kitchen with apron, they wash plates. Are you not mad? Your ancestors died in the Biafra war, trying to make life easy for you. Trying to drill, betterment for their next generation. And this is what we get. Man tying apron, scrubbing the floor, washing toilets, because his bitch said they are going to do a 50-50. You should be held as a prisoner of war because you have no honor. You literally have no honor. You are a disgrace to humanity. You are a disgrace to the masculine community. Why would you? Listening to women, I feel it's not something that women ought to do. Because what are you going to listen to your woman for? What's she going to say? What does she have to say? Because at the end of the day, you call the shot because you're the provider. You're the captain. And there cannot be two captains in the ship, can there? So at the end of the day, you call the shots. You make the hard decision. If it goes well, you win. If it goes wrong, your fault. You have to be responsible for these things. So you cannot sit there and listen to women all day. You have things to do. You have people to protect. You have people to provide for. So why are you sitting there listening to her complain, listening to her yarn, listening to her nag? Why are you there? And this is why I think women must achieve our masculine capability to the highest echelon so that we can have as many wives as possible to increase our clan and our dynasty and our genetic lineage. This is what we must do. And if any woman in your life doesn't like this idea, then the door is always open for her to leave anytime she wants. And you're not going to be there crying because a bitch left you. So how then are you partners? It can't work. It can't be partners. And I believe that there is no such thing as being partner, being in partnership with you. Partnership as in how? The family is a business. It is run by you. Then you have subordinates, which is your wife. And you tell some things, not everything. And you tell your children some things, not everything. But you keep the large part of the information within yourself. Because you bear the burden, you bear the load. You're the foundation and you're also the roof.
So you're saying the man makes the rules and everybody follows.
Exactly. The man makes the rules and everybody follows. If he doesn't want to follow, what will you think of a two-headed leader? What do you think is a monster? So this is what, when women try to instigate, I have opinion, I have this. Shut up your mouth. You can suggest things to me. Say, my Lord, this is what I suggest. This is what I think. Then I can sit back and say, okay, I've heard your opinion. Then I can decide if I'm going to take that opinion or not. Because you're on my beck and call. I can decide or not. If I wish to take it, I take it. If I don't wish to take it, I ignore it. At the end of the day, it's my decision to make. If it goes right or wrong, it's my responsibility. So I won't come and say, most men do this stuff. They take the advice from the women. And when it goes horribly wrong, they come and start complaining and telling me, this is what you did. This is why they like to take some. Bro, what you do? What you do? And then the woman now feels that she's never going to suggest or tell you anything again. So most men don't understand these dynamics of understanding their role and their magnitude as the man. So my message to all men is that there is no such thing as partnership. This is women mantra trying to emasculate you people. trying to castrate and chop off our balls so that we can become their puppy. They rub us hand for head, then we do whatever they fucking want. Enough. That era is over. As you're listening to me, it's the dawning of a new era where men will become men again. And men will become respected, reverenced, adored again. It's going to happen. In fact, it's already happened. So more men are waking up to this idea. And it's high time we put women in their place and we check them so that they can become the women we know or the women that we want. If they can't become the women that we want, it's that easy. So it's not something to cry about. And this is why, as a man, you're not entitled to actually fall in love. There's no place in the Bible where God told us that we should fall in love with a woman. He said we should love our wives, right? He didn't say you should fall in love. Falling in love means you're on the ground and there's somebody above you, which is the woman. And she can step on you and do you anyhow because you're on the ground, you've fallen. You've fallen in love. You can be in love. Being is an action word. You can be in love. Being in love means you can showcase these things through your actions. So this is why I don't necessarily believe a guy when he tells me, oh, I love my wife, I love my wife. Like, nigga, chill out. What do you mean you love your wife? I love my wife. They need a cap on. You don't say it. Men, you don't come out and say, I love my wife, I love my wife. You don't say these things. Through your action, we go know. Right? Through the things that you do. Through how she respects you, how she adores you, how she reverence you, how she speaks to you, how she treats your friend around you. Then we go actually know whether you love your wife or not. Because love is something that can be reciprocated as well, such as respect. Because you give me, I give you back. Right? So this idea of professing love is false. They don't profess love. There's no place that Jesus professed his love to his disciples. And told them, oh, my disciples, I love you people. Have you read any place like that? But through his action, through his demonstration, you can know that this man loves. True?
Yeah.
So that same love has been shared abroad in our hearts as men.
That we should walk in love.
That we should walk in love because God is love. And we demonstrate this love, not talking it, not saying it. We demonstrate it, we show up, we're there. When the chips are down, everybody has left. We still stand. We mount because we love. And we do it genuinely. If somebody loves you, you will know. There's no pretense about it. You will know it's not by confession, but by doing, by showing. So, do not allow women castrate you into being into partnership with them. There's no such thing like that. Remove that word from your vocabulary. Remove it from your mind. Take it away.
How about if the captain, who is the man, is steering the ship here is the family, to the wrong direction? Isn't it the woman's right or place to say, hey, you're doing it the right way? Like
I said, whether the man is doing it the wrong way, he's doing it the right way, it's fucking going to be his fault, whether right or wrong.
So if the ship crashes, it crashes.
If the ship crashes, he will have the responsibility and he will be the one to blame ultimately.
But it's going to affect the woman, so she has to look after herself and her children.
It's going to affect everybody, including the man. And if he's so, then so be it. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Then if I'm right, then I'm right. Not as if I'm going to get any praise for it after it. So these things ought to be like this. Whether the man is steering the ship to the wrong direction is none of the wife's business. Yes, she can say that, listen, my husband, that's what I said before, suggestion. If the man wants to take the suggestion, then he can turn it back to where it's supposed to go. But if he doesn't want to take the suggestion, then they can go crash the ship. And he's going to be the one to be blamed. But if the wife suggests and it turns out that they're going to crash the ship, do you expect the wife to take the blame? No. He's still the man because he's the controller, the ruler, the head of the table. He's going to be the one to take the blame.
But there's something as a co-captain.
There's no
co-pilot.
co-captain. When it comes to family, there's no co-captain. You just have one captain. He leads and the rest follows. This is not football where you have vice captain. You are not 11. Or man and wives. And there's just one man. There cannot be two men. There cannot be three men. Neither can there be four men. Just one man and his wives or wife, whichever he chooses to. So scrap partnership away from your mentality and become a strong man who can lead in terms when the ship toys. Become that man that the whole family can depend on. Become that man that your society can depend on. Become that man that your country can depend on. That's how you save yourself and save the people around you.
Wow. Thank you so much, sir, for today. Till next time.
Absolutely.